Explore wild animal world in Camojojo. And welcome to view our outdoors equipment on our website. The Kodiak bear, the largest of the brown bears, is roughly the same size as a polar bear. That makes polar bears and Kodiak bears the two largest bears, and Kodiak bears the largest land-based carnivores that are still in existence today. Many are curious about the outcomes of a battle between polar bears and Kodiak bears. Polar bears, Ursus maritimus, and Kodiak bears, Ursus arctos mittendorfi, engaging in mortal combat is the stuff of human fantasy rather than reality. Kodiak bears have only existed on the islands of the Kodiak archipelago for the past 12,000 years, while polar bears rule the Arctic ice sheets. Never once do they cross paths with one another. Kodiak bears are a subspecies of the same bear, Ursus arctos, as the much smaller Kodiak bear, so it's easy to predict the outcome, Ursus arctos horribilis. Polar bears are terrified of grizzlies to whom they always give up their kill or carrion, even if it is one grizzly and several polar bears. If a polar bear weighs 1,500 pounds and flees from an 800-pound grizzly, it won't stick around to fight a 1,200-pound Kodiak bear that looks just like a grizzly but is much bigger and stronger. The Kodiak archipelago is located in the southeastern region of the U.S. state of Alaska, and is the only known home of the Kodiak bear. Their moniker originates from that fact. Kodiak bears, also known as Alaskan brown bears, are a species of brown bear. Unless you compare polar bears and Kodiak bears side by side, you might not realize that there are significant differences in their sizes and weights. More research into the details will reveal more information about the issue at hand. A polar bear might not be at a significant physical disadvantage to a Kodiak bear because of the following. An adult male polar bear can reach a height of 2.4 to 3 meters, or 5.9 to 9.8 feet, when standing erect on its hind legs. An adult female polar bear can reach a height of between 5.9 and 7.8 feet, or 1.8 and 2.4 meters. Male polar bears typically weigh between 1,300 and 2,000 pounds, 550 and 900 kilograms, with extreme examples reaching over 4,000 pounds. A 12-foot-tall Alaskan bear was fatally shot in 1960, making it the heaviest bear ever recorded. There were 2,210 pounds of it, 1,000 kilograms. As reported by Polar Bears International, female polar bears are about half as heavy as males at a weight of 330 to 650 pounds, 150 to 295 kilograms. Typically, Kodiak bears can be found on the Kodiak Islands, which are home to a rich food supply and excellent conditions for wildlife year-round. As a result, Kodiak bears are larger and more robust than Kodiak bears, with stronger bones. While on its hind legs, a male Kodiak can reach heights of over 10 feet, 3 meters, and when walking on all fours, he can reach heights of over 5 feet, 1.5 meters. They can weigh up to 1,500 pounds on average, 680 kilograms. Statistically, about 1/5 of female are noticeably smaller than male, and about 1/3 are noticeably lighter. However, there are always outliers, and some polar bears weigh significantly more than that. As a subspecies of the brown bear, Kodiaks seem disproportionately large. Kodiak bears are primarily found on the Kodiak Islands, which are fertile and provide a good environment for animals year-round. Kodiak bears, unlike polar bears, don't have to worry about running out of food or fish despite living on a small island with limited resources. For this reason, Kodiak bears are able to grow to such enormous sizes. Their diet consists primarily of nutritious fish. Polar bears face challenges in foraging, but they employ a wide variety of complex hunting strategies. Kodiak bears thrive on salmon due to the high protein and fat content. Kodiak bears can survive on island berries and vegetation when salmon is scarce. The genetic code is a major factor in their massive size, along with diet and climate. Different from the Kodiak bear is the polar bear's temperament. Kodiak bears on islands, in contrast to polar bears, have learned to coexist with their wild kin. As a result, they differ greatly from polar bears in this respect. Kodiak bears' complex social structures are a result of their limited access to food and safety from predators. When compared to Kodiak bears, polar bears have more peril to contend with on a daily basis, making them more wary and possibly more aggressive as a species. Who would win in a fight between a Kodiak bear and a polar bear? Let's weigh the pros and cons to find out. Whether you're trying to outrun your opponent or sneak up on your prey, speed is crucial. The top speed of a polar bear is only 25 miles per hour. In contrast, a Kodiak bear can reach speeds of up to 30 miles per hour, making it the more formidable of the two in the event of a fight. In a hand-to-hand confrontation, a Kodiak bear's claws are formidable weapons. Its claws are straight and range in length from 3 to 5 inches. However, a polar bear's claws have a maximum length of 3 inches. The polar bear's claw serves more as a walking aid and a means to capture the seals that make up the bulk of its diet. As a result, their claws become more elongated and pointy. The polar bear once again takes first place when it comes to the severity of its bite. Polar bears, with their 1,200 psi bite force, have the strongest jaws of any bear species. The polar bear has one of the strongest bites of any animal, measuring up at 1,200 psi. The maximum force a Kodiak bear can bite with is 930 pounds. However, this does not imply that Kodiak bears have less powerful bites if you understand what this number represents. To put it another way, these creatures can easily gnaw through a bowling ball, cinder block, or cast iron frying pan. What would happen to you if that happened? Well, that's all. Thank you. If you enjoy what you see, subscribe us.